back again. Well, I got the bracing in that I was talking about to kind of hold everything, you know, to keep it from flexing and moving, where I cut the rest of the floor out. You can see I got the driver's side here, the rest of the floor out, and I've got the got the spot welds drilled out. Cut this portion here out that was rusty. I had to replace it, and this is what was left of the floor pan in the back. And took me a piece of poster paper, made me a template, a pattern, and made me a patch to go in here. And what I did with this was there was a little indentation in this piece that went all the way down to almost the end here. And the way I did that was with my bead roller and the tipping die. Let me show you my bead roller. I didn't want to spend $1,200 or $1,300 for a power bead roller, so I got to searching the internet, YouTube, and I found some folks that had done stuff similar to this. But I bought this from Summit Racing, and I think it was $150. And I reinforced the back of it with some 2" by 1/4 wall square tubing, you know, to keep it from flexing. These things, if you don't do that, they'll flex with you right here when you're trying to bead roll. And went ahead and did that. I bought me a 1/2" reversible drill from Harbor Freight, and of course I made a way to mount it here. And I've got this tube here inside of the 2" tube, so I can, you know, adjust the slack in the chain if I need to, or if I want to change it. And then a lot of people were taking the switches out of here, rewiring it, making a floor pedal, you know, to operate it. And what I did was made this little mechanism here to just, you know, operate the trigger up here on the handle, because the reverse switch is right on the handle here. So I just didn't want to mess with doing all that. And what I did was I got, I think it was an '85 Trans Am, old junk car I had. I got the cruise control cable, and that's what I used. The bracket here that was on the car, and the cable, I hooked it up here to operate this portion. And then down here, this is the other end that has the vacuum, whatever you call it, vacuum control on the cruise control. So I just made a pedal and welded it to that bracket, took the diaphragm out, welded it to the bracket, and put a spring on it. And I just use it to operate the bead roller. It works good. I could probably slow it down a little more. Gear reduction would help a lot better. But I still use it, and it was I probably got $200 in this thing. This drill, I think, was $48, $49 at Harbor Freight. I caught it on sale. So yeah, that's a lot better than $1,200. And then I went and bought the extra die kit from Eastwood. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Anyway, there's the box. It was just a different set of dies that had this rubber die and tipping dies and stuff like that. And but it works pretty good. But this is what I used to put this crease in here. You just put it under there, and then as you roll it, you just pick up on this piece, and it'll bend the metal, and you can bend it however you want it, or however much you need it bent. You can even bend it and keep working with it till you get it to a 90. And then I used a shrinker stretcher, to put a little shape in it to make it match the wheelhouse. But anyway, that's the way I did that. And I've got to get back and do this other side. Take that rest of that floor out. We got my pilot holes drilled here, but now we got to go back and hit those spot welds with the spot weld drill, and then I'll have this side out, and I'll go ahead and do me a patch here to fix that up. But anyway, thought I'd let y'all know where I'm at, how it's going. If you got any questions, just comment, and I'd be glad to answer anything that you got. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get that other side drilled out, get the floor cut out, and give me another patch made, and I'll come back and show y'all how I put the patch in, how I weld it in, and get all that done. Anyway, I'll be back with y'all in a little while. Got a little bit done. I got this side drilled out, took the old rusty floor pan out, and I was just curious, so I laid the rest of the floor pans in where they're supposed to be, just to look at how it's going to come out. And the way I got them laid in there now, and they probably use a little bit of adjustment, but they're pretty close. And what I'm getting on this section here is like 29 inches, and I think the panel is 32, so maybe what, 3 inches got to come off of it. But looks pretty good. This panel comes on down now to the flat part of the frame. Still gotta make my patch for the other side. I'm gonna have to get in there on this, on the inside. This part is good strong metal, but I want to get in there and sandblast that little strip before I put the angle in there. And of course, in the front part here, I'll have new metal. I'll make a patch for the other side to go in it, and then this corner down here, when I put this quarter patch on, they send maybe 1.5 inches or so, and I'll have to make another piece to finish that out, but I'll deal with that whenever I get that far. And I'm getting into a place right now to where you got the caps that go on the end of this seat riser, and then you got some plates. I guess the plates are made to come on out here, because that's a mounting point for the car body on to the frame. And I'll have to figure all that out, make sure I got it right before I weld it up. I don't want to weld it up and have to go and cut it back loose. But anyway, I'll let that be it on this video, and I'll start another video where I start welding the patches in, the angles, and then put the next panel in. But until next time, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, comment, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Appreciate you watching.